everybody, welcome to the Princess exclusive boat show. With the arrival of Omicron, it became evident quite quickly that they were going to be unable to hold the public fair in Düsseldorf, and so we said, let's bring Düsseldorf to Plymouth. We're here in the Royal William Yard, just steps from our Newport Street shipyard. We're going to be bringing customers from all over the world for exclusive visits to have a chance to see these boats in their home environment. This is something we're very excited about. First time we've ever done it, and it's great to have everybody here. We've got on display a fantastic range of yachts, including the X95, our flagship, the X80, which is brand new world premiere, the V50, which is a brand new world premiere, the Y72, and others. So it's really the new generation of Princess yachts. This place has a fantastic nautical history. So to be here in Plymouth, to show these boats in Plymouth, just somehow feels right, doesn't it?
So welcome on board the X80. The X80 is the evolution of our X95. Slightly different in design, so we don't have the full beam on deck master arrangement, or dinette as it can be, but you have full walk around decks. Now that's given the boat a very different profile overall, and I think quite successful in this size. From the aft, we look in, we've done quite a lot of work to create a really interesting back end. So there's lots of design elements in there. Big aft deck, so you've got these nice shallow staircase that leads up onto the aft deck, and it's a very deep area. From the sliding doors all the way to the stainless steel supports, you've got a lovely big overhang to protect you from the elements. Coming into the saloon, big comfy seating on both sides, large windows to let plenty of light into that saloon area, as well as all the amenities you need. Bar unit sits underneath the integrated staircase that leads up to the Sky Lounge, and in front of that we have the day head, which has a big window to let plenty of light into it. Similar to the Y95, the galley has the up-down partition, which completely closes that galley off, and then there's a sliding door to complete that. Or in the down position, particularly the two bar stools, really becomes the heart of the boat. Fully equipped galley. This one's fitted with ice maker, dishwasher. You've got the range as well as the cooktop, as well as sub-zero refrigeration. That's pull-out drawers, or you can have that as a wine cooler. There's also an access door out onto the side decks for crew, or for easier access up forward. Going forward, you have the stairs down to the lower guest accommodation with plenty of light from those double windows, one in the whole side and one in the deck house. And then on this boat, we have the fifth cabin. Now, as a dinette area, you can step into that, but as you can see, this boat is fitted with that cabin, which is really rather fantastic. It has that unique view of being able to look out over the foredeck. The cabin also has that big floor-to-ceiling windows on the left-hand side, which has an opening door should you want to, so you can gain access to that foredeck, as well as, of course, beautifully appointed ensuite. Can you agree? This main deck is a triumph of design and really is a lovely place to be.
Well, we're lucky enough today to be talking to Petros Michaelis, the director of Boot Düsseldorf. Now, obviously, we're all in the wrong place. We're all in Plymouth. We should be in Düsseldorf, in Hall 6, with literally hundreds of thousands of people visiting the show. But we're not, and we're not for lots and lots of proper reasons. And I'd like to talk to you, Petros, about really what led to where we are today. I mean, if you remember back in October, end of October, beginning of November, you and I were talking about what was going to be the most fabulous show, as we hadn't done one for 2 years.
Of course, I remember those moments because we were very excited about the preparations and how well everything went up to that stage. And of course, we were also excited about the amount of exhibitors and visitors we were expecting. But the numbers with Omicron had increased starting in December. And then they decided on the 29th of December that big shows like Boot Düsseldorf, especially B2C shows of this size, would not be a good idea. Yeah, that was a very sad moment.
We took our stand here from the UK. We transported everything to Düsseldorf. We built the stand, we carpeted the stand, the boats were ready to go. And then that devastating bit of news came through that, guys, you can't do it.
The only thing which helps a bit is that, yeah, it's out of control. It's something which happened to us as to many other people and companies, and there is nothing you can do about it. So we just, yeah, let's say slept overnight, and then we said, okay, let's go now for the next step and for 2023.
It's heartbreaking, it's a great shame. But looking forward with your help, 2023 will be absolutely amazing.
Of course, we would have loved to have you in Düsseldorf and all the guests we were expecting. But it's just a year more to wait. This gives us also the power and the very good feeling that in 2023 it will be again a very good and a very strong show. And all people who have missed it will come back, and then there will be no replacement again, no need for replacement again in a virtual way like we do it. So we will again see each other, talk to each other, hug each other, or having what we all loved before COVID-19 and will love again when it's gone.
Yeah.
And this is what we all expect.
Besides the show, what do you really, really miss?
Besides the show, Salcombe Gin.
Thank you, Petros. As ever, a pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you, Bill. All the best.
So downstairs on the lower accommodations, this is the lower deck of the boat, and you find us in the master cabin. Now the X80 has 4 cabins on the lower deck and the optional 5th on the main deck. Master cabin is midships, just forward of the engine room bulkhead. Has a beautiful ensuite with rain shower, plenty of heated floor should you want it, and towel rails. Coming forward, we have a nice walk-in wardrobe, which has a nice door you can shut, so you don't have to look at all those items when they're on display. You can have a safe in there should you want it as well. Big brother windows let lots of light into it, and you have a vanity unit. Decent sized bed in here, yeah, that's a full king size bed. Big seating area behind me, and then when you exit this cabin you get into the foyer. So that's at the bottom of the stairs from the main deck, and that's where we house the washing machine, and there's also sort of linen storage there as well. Moving up forward, you have the 3rd double cabin, beautifully appointed as always, plenty of storage. Really thought hard of where we can make the most and make sure it's as usable as possible. Opposite side to that is we have that twin cabin. Those bunks do slide together as well, so slide them together you can make another double, and of course that's got this ensuite as well. And then right up forward in the bow area we have the 2nd guest cabin, as it would be, which has that nice big bed in the middle, big nice windows, wardrobes on either side, and then nice vanity unit, as well as that really big deep ensuite. So great accommodation down here, and nice space to spend a long weekend away, or even weeks away in the Bahamas or wherever you choose to go boating.
Although sharing a name with the outgoing model, the new V50 is completely different. It takes everything that was good about the V50 and just adds to it. It's about the simplicity of the form. The new V50 is exactly the same length and same beam as the outgoing boat, but we've just had to use every trick that we've learned over the last 50 years just to try and make it feel bigger. We've taken the transom seat and we've slid it back, and we've overhung the bathing platform a little bit, so that gives us about 1.5 foot more of usable cockpit space. We've added an L-shaped seat just after the patio doors, so in that configuration you can comfortably sit 8 to 10 people in complete comfort. I think a real key feature for us is in the upper accommodation. It was really important that we offered 2 helm seats designed in-house and manufactured by Princess. And then the forward screens, we worked really hard to just maximise. They really are on the limits of what you can achieve from a single piece of glass. So we lose that traditional central mullion, which helming the boat takes away that obstruction, gives you a fantastic view. I really love the way the hood that sits on top of the navigation screen sort of peels away and really opens up that area on the port side, allows all of that light down into the galley below, which really opens that space up, and it feels very fresh and contemporary down there. From an exterior styling point of view, we wanted the V50 to sit very neatly alongside the V55, but just move things on a little bit further. The whole graphic was very important for that range, so from a distance it's very easy to identify that it's a V-Class. Generally just very clean, maximising that saloon, window glazing, and just trying to draw the canopy out to be as long as possible, which makes the boat feel bigger. When you're boating with your family and your friends, it's about getting close to water, it's about getting the tenders and toys out there, getting people down, having fun. The V50 definitely offers everything that you'd want from a modern V-Class yacht.
Here we are again in a brand new engine room on the Princess X80. I'm stood between two massive V12 diesels once again on the centre line of this model. These are the 1900 horsepower variants, so that's the larger option on this boat, which delivers a speed in excess of 30 knots. As we move aft, past the fire suppression here, and obviously your large boat's secondary escape hatch up a nicely raked ladder here to the cockpit sole. And then watertight door into the crew area. On the Princess X80, the crew accommodation is really quite versatile. We offer multiple layouts at the factory here down in Plymouth. There's plenty of space and accommodation for up to 4 crew, with plenty of space for storage, living quarters, a really good crew mess, really well proportioned bathroom, and of course that air conditioning and heating system depending on where you're cruising. Fantastic setup for a long range boat such as this.
So the X80 flybridge. At the aft deck there, we have the 2 seats facing us through that glass balustrade. Really good size seating area for eating. So if it's going to be your main area to dine with guests, you want to have enough space to relax, and it certainly gives you that. Plenty of refrigeration, both in the wet bar and in that optional side seating cool box. So making that whole area, enjoyable, but also quite safe. You're protected from the prevailing winds, you're protected from the sun, from the overhang, and the option of having that extendable sunshade really is a bonus. Coming into the closed sky lounge, really nice, safe, secure, comfortable place to be. With that pop-up TV, it gives you a place to watch your films or your favourite sport, in a bit of privacy from the main hub of the boat downstairs, while enjoying the big views out. And obviously you're protected from the sun, being inside in the air conditioning, but you still can have the glass roof open or indeed the blinds shut. The bridge where we are now, plenty of navigation options ahead of you, as well as engine instrumentation, as well as obviously boat controls to the bonding system. The fully adjustable helm seat, again with the option if you wanted to of having the navigator seat next to it, really gives you multiple options. And then stepping out through that side door onto what is a real bonus of this boat. Not many boats have an upper forward flybridge. It's really characteristic of the X range. I think this area is beautiful. Plenty of sunpad up there, so for the sun worshippers, they can sunbathe there, or of course down on the foredeck. The X80, I think we all agree, is a triumph for design of a new era where we're moving. The X95 was our first incarnation. This is what we think we can do with the X80. Slightly different concept, but on the same general theme. I thoroughly recommend you contact your local dealer and arrange to book when they're out. This is slot number 1, but when they're out in the field, you'll view it on board one. Thanks very much.
Given Düsseldorf was cancelled so last minute, I think the team did a fantastic job to get this together in such short order. Royal William Yard is this fantastic development in Plymouth. Just across the way, we've got Newport Street, which was our main flybridge assembly plant. We've got South Yard just around the corner. So you can not only just come to the event, but you can come and have a factory experience at the same time. It's a unique display of boats. It's the global launch of the X80, it's the global launch of the V50, and that has attracted people to get on an aeroplane and come and see us. We've been very lucky that a number of our distributors have brought customers from different parts of the world. And of course, our UK customers have also had an easier journey to be with us. And so it's been really nice to be able to open the boats up. But also, we're here IT equipped to do virtual tours. It's great to have 8 boats really looking boat show ready that we can walk a customer through, even if it's remotely. It's great to be able to do something new. Certainly looking at this magnificent display, it's made me think, why have we not done this before? This is just perfect for what we need. We've had some really, really positive feedback from residents and from the local community. I hope that that's something that we'll be able to do in the future and open this up to the wider community and certainly to our friends and family of Princess. It's fantastic to have these ancient listed buildings, the old Royal Naval Victualling Yard, next to the world's most contemporary luxury motor yachts. It's an absolutely fantastic setting and perfect for doing this sort of event. And if the local residents will have us back and the local berth holders will have us back, then yeah, we'd love to come and do it again.